everyone, Yensid Organist here, and welcome to another episode of OrgelCraft. I hope you guys are having a great day today. So, last episode, we finished up the exterior of the castle. Mostly, I kind of forgot some support pillars over here. So, if I have time today, we'll get to that. Otherwise, I will work on that off camera. Today, however, I want to come back to the town, and we are going to start working on a new street here in the village, and that is Clocktower Street over here. I'm not even going to attempt to try the Norwegian pronunciation of this street. So, this is one that I've been kind of looking forward to, kind of dreading for a little bit of a while, because all of these houses are going to be built on an angle. And not only that, but they're not built on a traditional, 45-degree angle. I'm not even sure what this classifies as. But yeah, so it's going to be an interesting challenge to build up some of these houses. And I was kind of trying to figure out exactly what I wanted to do with this. And as I was looking at my reference picture, I think there are 7 houses here plus a little one on the end. And then there are 8 on this side. To do that, we'd only be able to do these houses as 3 wide. And I feel like that's going to really limit what we can do. So what I kind of was thinking as I was looking at things was maybe to alternate between a 4 wide and a 5 wide. And so that way we can play with a little bit more. I know we'll be dealing with even numbers, but I think that could lead to some interesting things, and a little bit of asymmetry is fine. So what I kind of want to do here, and I should probably grab some shears to take up this wool. I believe I have shears in here. Yeah, there we go. All right, so what I want to do is, let's see, I don't need that. So let's go down here. I think I'm going to start on this side of the street, and we're going to start from here. And for this, we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we'll alternate that with a 5. So this one will have, 1s on the outside and a 2 in the middle, and then this one will have 2 on the outside and 1 in the middle. And we might have to kind of tweak that as we go. I'm not quite sure exactly how that's going to work. As I said, I've never built on an angle before, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go, but I thought we would at least kind of lay out the framework here. And then I think this last one we will probably do just as a 3, based on where it's going to go. We could potentially push this clock tower back by a block, and I mean, these are kind of all rough guesses. Actually, you know what? I think let's do that. I think let's make this a 4, and then we'll just adjust slightly from there. All right, so that kind of gives us a plan of where the different houses are going to be built from, and I actually am going to build them up 1 level from the street. So let me go get some materials together. We're going to essentially be working with the same palette that we did over here, keeping the style kind of the same, but trying to figure out how to make that work on an angle. So let me go grab some materials, and we'll start building. Okay, I have marked out the first house that we're going to be working with, and the palette that I've chosen is the stripped birch and the crimson planks to go with. So, I think we're going to start out very basic. We used 3 tall for our first floor, and then I guess we'll go 1 more to kind of separate that. All right. And then, let's see, we'll have to pick a side for the door to be on. I think let's go with this side for the door. So let's go ahead and bring our planks up here, and then we'd have 1 more that comes here. Now, this is going to get interesting. I would kind of like to have the door set back, but not there. But if we're going to do that, then we'll need to bring this back by a block so that you don't have the opening there. So then do we want to go with, let me just fill this floor in a little bit. So then do we go with the crimson? I think we do. Yeah, I think we go with the crimson so that that kind of follows along there. Now, I do wonder, looking at this, if maybe we do want the door on the other side. So let's play with that a little bit. So if we put the door... let's see. If we put it here... Nope, not there. If we put it there, opening that way... Yeah, I think that looks a little bit better. Okay. Now, what's that going to do for when we come inside? Because we're going to have walls here. We would have the wall coming along like this. Is that going to be too tight of a turn when you come inside? I mean, yes, but no. I don't have any real plans to do interiors with these. Everything in the square, yes. All of these, no. So I think we're probably okay to do that. I kind of like the first way. Let's see. Let's just put this back real quick. Because I like that you get... Actually, that's not where that goes. That should go there. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit hidden, which is what I think I didn't like about it originally. But it definitely makes for an interesting shape. Another option is we could bring the door to the front like that. You know what, I think for this one here, I think we'll bring the door to the front, but maybe when we do another of the 4 houses, we could do it where we kind of put it back. Yeah, okay. So then, we need to figure out how we're going to cap this off up here, if I could get into the house. So we're definitely going to have a wall along here. So then let's put that there, and then let's do our birch here. And I think we'll want to go with the wood there. And then we can do that. Yeah, that works. Okay. So then let's go ahead and duplicate that on the back. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then where do we want to put the door back here? Because I will have a back door on it. I think let's mirror what we did on the front. So we'll have the door actually on the opposite side. Is that right? Yeah. All right, let me go. I got to make some doors here because I only had that one. Here we go. Actually, let's just go 1, 2, 3. And that will give us an even number, except it gives us an odd number. So then that door would go like that, except I want it to open the other way. Like that? Nope. I'm confused. I want the hinges on this side. Why will the hinges not go on that? Oh, maybe I have to place it facing this way? No, that shouldn't be, because that's going to place behind me. Also, I still can't have the hinges where I want. I'm so confused right now. Because I thought to place a door, you point toward the corner where you want the hinges. Do you not? Apparently not. Apparently this door is opening this way. Yeah, if you know what to do about that, because that's always worked for me before. For some reason, it's not working here. And it can't be because there isn't a wall over here, because that shouldn't matter. Who knows? Okay. So then we will do, let's place a temporary block there. And then we'll do that. And our wood. There we go. And then we'll break that. Yep, looking good. And then over here, now this is going to be interesting. So we need to have the wood go along the top. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to do that at an angle. But you know what? What we can probably do is just, if we do those sideways, and I'm just going to have to place a bunch of temporary blocks. But I think we could do like that. And then just bring it across here. And I'm not going to be able to reach that from the outside. There we go. So then how does that look? Yeah, you know what? That looks good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so we'll come in here. We'll take the temporary blocks away. And then we might need to put something there to finish that off. I'm not sure. But then for the rest of this, I think we'll just do... I don't know, because this is a house. This is not a shop. So maybe we don't want to do glass completely along there. So let's maybe bring those there, and then we can do glass like that. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Yeah, and then on the inside, then we will just bring, let's see, that's going to be right here. So then we'll just bring this wall up like this. And then this needs to go, and that needs to go. Okay. Okay, that worked just fine. That works. I don't understand why this door won't work. Yes! Why was that so hard? Okay, alright. So now, for the second level, I feel like I want to do something a little bit different. I don't want to just keep this pattern going. Let's take a look at the house up here that I'm using as my inspiration. And I do keep the framing going all the way up. And then we have this little window box here. And then a little bit of trapdoors for some detail work on there. Okay. I wonder... I should have brought some scaffolding. Oh well. Well, that's not very helpful. Alright. So I think, even though this is going to be on an interior, and you're not going to really see it. You probably kind of be able to see it through the windows. So I think let's go ahead and... Is this part of a wall? Yes, it is. Okay. So let's do... let's go ahead and bring our wood along here, just so that we have everything nice and clean. And this, I think I will actually just bring right along there. And let's do that on the other side as well. Just for a little bit of consistency there. So then for the next level, we would want to go, let's see, looks like 4. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe let's just go 3. And then we'll come across like that. Now, what's going to be interesting is if we want to do a window, are we going to have to use blocks, or can we possibly work some... not there, but maybe in the front might look okay. We'll put that there. And then obviously we'll have to adjust the shape a little bit. But how does that look? Let's see. We would need something under there. Let me make a... Let's do a Crimson Stair. And can I reach this from here? Yes. But I think I want it to go this way. Oh, actually, that does look nice. And I wonder, what if we were to put one there? No. No, I think we'll go like that. The other thought that I'm having is we could potentially... Actually, that might be a cool detail. We could use stairs along the side, and we could kind of curve it, or do it like, you know, you do like the corner stairs and do that in a diagonal. That might be an interesting effect. Let me do that real quick and then see how that looks. So here is what I've come up with, and I really, really like how these stairs look. They add a lot of depth to it, and they give really some nice detail to it, working in this angle. And then I went ahead and did the little window there, like we did on the other side, and I replaced my scaffolding to actual scaffolding, which makes it so much easier to get around. So then we just need to figure out what we want to do with the windows up here. And I think let's start with that. And that's going to connect there, but that's okay. So then how many does that leave us? That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think let's maybe do the same thing that we did at ground level. Actually, you know what? Let's try something here. So let's try... If we do, let's do pane here, like that, and then if we do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, I keep forgetting that these are stairs. They don't look like stairs. That might be a possibility. How does that look? Oh, actually, yeah, I do like that. And it adds a little bit more depth to it. I don't think we could get away with that on the first floor, just because you kind of see in, and there's not much room to work with. But I think for the second floor, that'll really add a nice bit of depth and a nice little detail to things, more than you can do on the first floor. Ugh. Here we go. There we go. All right, and then we just need to cap this off like that. I'm not sure why that's there. I feel like I had a reason. I don't know. We'll leave it for now. Okay. Then let's just go ahead and fill in the rest of this, because since it will be... I'm out of crimson wood. Since it will be adjacent to the next house, we obviously wouldn't have windows coming through there. Okay. I think then we'll probably need a floor. And I'm not quite sure what I want to do. I don't know if I want to continue the wood or if we want to do something else. But I think we should definitely have a floor in here. Maybe what we could actually do, I wonder how. Some birch. Let's do that. Maybe put some birch planks in as a floor, and that way you have a little bit of the color. What I'm kind of thinking is to do like this. And that way you get that second floor, you keep, and then you have the color of the stripped logs, mostly. Yeah, I actually think that'll work, and then I think from the outside, that'll have a nice continuity. Yeah, that definitely does. Okay, you're not really going to see the second floor, although I do need to go put some torches up there now. Because we definitely don't want mobs spawning in these houses. Yeah, but I think this will work, so let's just go ahead and plop a couple of torches down in here. That should be good, and of course, now I can't get out. Okay, so then we need to figure out a roof, and I think I'm probably going to use the full block technique like we did with the castle over there. I think that'll make it a little bit easier than trying to work stairs on corners up here. So yeah, I fell in again. Yeah, so we're going to have to make the roofs a little bit different here. Do I have blackstone or did I leave it? No, I left it over here. The good news is I have a ton of blackstone. The bad news is I probably don't have enough. That's what... actually, I'm just going to take both of these. All right, so let me just play around with the roof design. Like I said, we're just going to use... I think we're just going to use blocks, maybe some slabs, and essentially follow the contours of the house that we have here. But let me play around with this a little bit, and I will bring you guys back in a minute. Well, I am definitely struggling with the shape of this roof. Now, the sides are easy, because the sides we just go in a nice little diagonal. I have been building and tearing down the front of this over and over, and I'm just not sure what to do with it. So let me show you, because I have a couple of different things. This is what I have going in the back, and I actually kind of like this. For some reason, I didn't get this in the front, and I'm not really sure. The problem that I was facing was that it was looking too square. Like, it looked like the building came at an angle, and then it turned and went flat, and I'm trying to avoid having that flat feeling. Like, I don't have that here. But when we got up here, it felt very flat. Like, it felt like the building was intentionally slanting, as opposed to, you know, just being, this is the normal direction of the building. And obviously, you know, it's Minecraft, so we are only working in, you know, the 4 cardinal directions. So, you know, you have to suspend a little bit of belief when you do this. I think part of the issue might be where I extended, the window up here, so maybe I need to rework that. That might be a possibility. The other thing that I'm not sure about is, because as I look over here, what I decided to do was continue the diagonal forward, and I think that maybe kind of works. And then the question is, when we build the roof off of this, what's going to happen here? So what I'm almost thinking is maybe I'm going to leave this section of the roof for right now until we have a 5-wide building finished, and then maybe see how the roofs will work together as we go through. So, yeah. And definitely let me know if you have any thoughts on this as well, because I can certainly come back and make changes to it. I think what I'm going to do now is I think I'm going to go ahead and build up the other buildings that are going to be 4 wide. So I think that's 1, 2, 3 more, because I'm not sure how much time I have left for this episode, and I don't know how different the 5 wide are going to be in comparison to the 4 wide. But I know how to do that now, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get those built up, and then we'll go from there. Welcome back, everyone. So here is how things are looking so far. So we've got the first house here, and then we've got this one here, and then 2 more down on the end. And I'm liking how things are looking. I've done a little bit of detailing. Not done with it, but kind of got a start on it. I also came up with this little idea for how we can kind of play around with the space. So we have the door here that kind of comes out of the wall, but of course if you open this door, well, it leads to a wall. But from street view, especially if we're not looking for any practical purposes for these houses, it actually works really nicely. I think, what did I do with the one over here? Okay, yeah, they open the same way. I thought maybe I had the hinges to the outside. So, yeah, so we got some lanterns here. One of the things that I have been kind of thinking about, and we've talked about before, is this idea of rosemaling that's so prominent in Norwegian architecture and design and style. And so you can do all these various Unicode symbols on signs in Minecraft, so I just kind of played around with a really simple design here on some signs with a little bit of color. And I like how it looks. I think it's a work in progress. I played around with several different styles, and whether or not to like fill the entire sign or just do a little bit. But I like how this looks so far. I definitely like to hear your opinion. But I think one of the problems with using signs is that as you start to get farther away, they disappear. But with the fact that this is kind of going to be a narrow street that you'd be walking down, I think that this is okay. So, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Do you like it? Is it too much? Is it not enough? Yeah, like I said, definitely going to be doing more detailing work as we go forward, but I'm happy with it so far. As you can see, I did not play around with any more roofs on any of these, and I think what we're going to do is I think I'm going to wait until I get the 5-wide houses built up before we start playing with that, because I think it'll just be easier once you actually have all of the fronts on the houses to be able to work with the top and the roof and see how all of that goes. So, yeah. Didn't get quite as far as I'd hoped to in this episode, but we've definitely got a good start on this. I think maybe either at the start of the next episode or between episodes, just depending on how what kind of time I have to record. I think I might do the 4-wide on this side. Gonna keep the same style that we're doing over here, so this alternating 4 and 5 as we go along. But yeah, so for the next episode, we're just going to keep working on this. Hopefully, maybe we can kind of get this finished off next time. That is going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't already, I would encourage you to subscribe and make sure you click that little notification bell so you can stay up to date on all my latest posts. Be sure to follow me on social media, and I am hoping to be back to live streaming this Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern. Yes, thank you, Mr. Wandering Trader. You are invited to the stream as well. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you real soon.